the Wild Swans.
Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was a king. He had 11 handsome sons and 1 beautiful daughter. The daughter's name was Elise. One day he called all his children together.
Children, 3 years ago your mother died. We all loved her very much. But the kingdom needs a queen. I met a wonderful woman. I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. She will be your new mother.
Is she beautiful?
Yes, she's very beautiful.
Is she smart?
Yes, she's very smart.
Is she kind?
Yes, she's very kind. I'm sure she will love you all. Please help me make her happy.
We will, Father.
The next week, the new queen came to the castle. She was very beautiful and very smart, but she was not kind at all. Husband, who are all these children?
They are my sons and my daughter. Children, say hello to your new mother.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
I hate children. Keep them in their rooms.
But, my dear, everyone loves my children. They can't stay in their rooms all the time.
Then keep them away from me. I never want to see them, especially the little girl. I hate little girls the most of all. Elise ran to her room. She was crying. She was so sad that the queen hated her. Soon, her brothers came to see her.
It's okay, Elise. Don't cry. We love you.
Why does the queen hate us so much?
I don't know, but we won't let her hurt you.
No, we won't. John had an idea.
Tell Father that you want to live in the country with Aunt Mina. She will take care of you. We can visit you on weekends, and you will be safe from the queen there. She scares us. We don't like her.
Thank you so much. I will do that. The next morning, Elise found the king. Father, may I ask you for a favor? I want to live with Aunt Mina in the country.
Why do you want to do that?
The queen doesn't like me. If I stay, she will be angry all the time. If I go, maybe she will be happier here.
I think you are right. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble for you.
It's all right, Father. I like Aunt Mina, and my brothers will visit on weekends. I will be very happy there. That afternoon, Elise left the castle. Everyone was sad to see her go, except the queen. The queen smiled. That night, the queen called for the 11 brothers. Boys, I'm sorry. I was very mean to you when we first met. Let's be friends.
We thought you hated children.
I hate children who are loud and run around, but you are polite and quiet. I think I will like you. Let's have a picnic tomorrow. We will go to the lake to have lunch. We can talk and become friends.
Okay, we will have lunch with you tomorrow. Thank you. That was very strange. Do you trust her? No, I don't trust her. But we can't say no to the Queen. Let's be careful tomorrow.
Chapter 2. The next day, the Queen and the brothers went to the lake. It was a beautiful day. It was sunny, and the birds were singing in the trees. The lunch was delicious.
These cookies are great. What are they?
They are special cookies my family makes. They are called swan cakes.
Swan cakes? Why do you call them swan cakes?
Because anyone who eats them turns into a swan.
What? Oh no!
I am not an ordinary queen. I'm a powerful witch, and I will turn you all into wild swans. Suddenly, the boys' arms turned into wings. Their necks grew long and thin. Their noses became black beaks, and white feathers grew all over their bodies. Now fly away! Fly far, far away! The 11 swans flew away into the sky. The Queen laughed and laughed. Then she hurried back to the King. She rubbed her eyes and pretended to cry. "Oh, husband, it was terrible. Your sons and I had a picnic by the lake. Then they wanted to go swimming. I told them to wait. You should not swim right after you eat. But they didn't listen. They all jumped into the lake and they all drowned. It was so terrible."
All my sons are drowned? All my strong, handsome sons? I can't believe it.
I tried to stop them. I'm so sorry.
All my sons are dead. What will I do?
The king was very sad, but the queen was very happy, for all the children were gone. 5 years passed, and the king became very sick. He called for his servant.
When my sons died, my heart broke. Now I think I am dying. Please bring my daughter Elise. I want to see her before I die.
Yes, my king.
Elise returned to the castle. Now she was a beautiful young woman. When the queen saw her, she hated her even more. She had a plan to get rid of her. "Elise, welcome home. Your father missed you very much, but you are dirty from the road. You must take a bath." "Thank you, stepmother, But I will only wash my face and hands. I want to see Father soon. Here, this is walnut juice soap. Use it to clean up. Elise took the walnut juice soap and washed. The walnut juice made her skin dry and wrinkled. It put dark stains on her face and hands. But Elise did not know it. When her father saw her, he did not recognize her.
Who are you? I want to see my daughter.
It's me, Father. I'm Elise.
You can't trick me. My daughter is young and beautiful. You are ugly and wrinkled. Go away. I don't want to see you.
Elise was so sad. She ran away into the forest. Soon she came to the lake. She looked in the lake and saw her face. Oh, no! Now I know why Father was so angry. I don't look like me. Elise washed off the walnut juice in the lake. Soon she looked young again, and all the stains were gone. Chapter 3. She sat by the lake and thought about what to do next. Then she heard someone singing. She walked along the lake and saw an old woman picking berries and singing. Hello, ma'am. What are you doing here? Hello, miss. I am waiting for the swans to come. Swans? What swans? Every year, a flock of 11 swans comes to this lake. They are so beautiful, and they have golden crowns on their heads. They will come here soon. Oh, there they are! 11 swans flew down to the lake. They were as white as new snow, and they had small golden crowns on their heads. The biggest swan saw Elise on the lake shore. Then all the swans swam over to her and bowed their heads. It looks like they know you. But I don't know them. This is very strange. I must go home. The sun is going down. Please wait with me. Something is happening to the swans. The sun disappeared behind the mountain. Suddenly, the swans became 11 handsome princes. My brothers! You are alive!
Yes, Elise. The queen put an evil spell on us. In the day, we are swans. At night, we are princes again. We come to this lake every year. We hoped to find you someday.
Please, take me with you. Don't leave me with the queen.
Let's build a big net. Then we can carry Elise with us.
Old woman, please find our father, the king. Tell him that his sons are alive. Tell him to keep hoping. I will try to help them break the spell. I will. Good luck, miss. The brothers built a big net to carry Elise. When the morning came, they all turned into swans again. Elise got in the net. The swans picked her up and flew away with her. They flew for many hours. Finally, they came to a cave by a different lake. The swans landed in front of the cave.
This is the end of Side A.
When the sun set, they became her brothers again.
This is where we live now.
It is not as nice as the castle, but we like it.
There are berries and fruit trees in the forest.
You should get some sleep now.
Yes, I am tired. I hope I can find how to save you.
Maybe you will dream it. Good night, Elise.
That night, Elise had a dream. A fairy came to her and told her how to break the spell.
This nettle grows outside the cave. Pick the nettles and crush them with your feet. Make the nettles into thread. Then weave the thread into 11 coats. Throw the coats over your brothers, and they will never be swans again. The spell will be broken. But be careful. You must not speak a word before the spell is broken. If you say anything at all to anyone, your brothers will never be saved.
The next morning, Elise was very happy. She knew how to save her brothers. She ran outside and found the nettles. She picked many nettles and carried them to the cave. Then she crushed the nettles with her feet until they were soft. Then she made thread and began to weave the first coat. She was still working when the sun went down. Her brothers came home and saw her working.
Hi, Elise. What are you doing?
But Elise didn't answer. She was not allowed to speak. She smiled at her brothers and showed them the nettle coat.
What's wrong? Why won't you talk to us?
She's making a strange coat. Maybe the coats will break the spell.
That is why she cannot speak. If she speaks, the magic coats will not work.
Elise smiled again. Her brothers were so smart. They helped her when they could. They brought her food and water so she could work on the magic coats. After a few days, the first coat was done. Elise and her brothers were very happy. Chapter 4. One day, Elise went outside to pick more nettles. Suddenly, a hunting party appeared. The leader of the hunting party was a handsome young man. He saw Elise and walked over to her.
Hello, miss. I am the king of this land. Who are you?
Elise bowed to the young king, but she did not say anything.
The girl does not speak, my king. What is wrong with her?
I don't know, but she is very beautiful. I will take her to the castle and marry her. She will be a wonderful queen."
But Elise did not want to go with the young king. She wanted to stay with her brothers and help them. She shook her head no and started to cry. But the king picked her up and put her on his horse.
"Do not cry, my dear. This cave is not a good place to live. You will be very happy at my castle."
Soon they arrived at the young king's castle. Everyone welcomed Elise and tried to make her happy. Elise liked the people at the castle, but she was still very sad. One person did not like Elise. The king's chief minister did not trust her.
"My king, this girl is too strange. Why won't she talk to us? And why does she cry all the time? She is not a normal girl. I think she is a witch."
"Nonsense. She is not a witch. I think she misses her home. I have an idea to make her happier."
A few days later, the young king showed Elise a special room in the castle.
"I made this room to look just like your cave. We even brought your nettles and your coats. You can continue your strange work. Now, will you be happy for me?"
For the first time since coming to the castle, Elise smiled. She was so happy. Now she could make more magic coats for her brothers. She hugged the young king and kissed his hand in thanks. Soon they were married. Elise and the king were very happy together. Every day she ruled the kingdom with the king. Every night she worked on the magic coats. But the chief minister still did not trust her. He watched her every night. One night, Elise ran out of nettles. She left the castle to pick more. The chief minister followed her. He saw her picking the nettles, but he did not know why.
"This is too strange. A normal girl does not pick nettles in the middle of the night. Now I can prove that she is a witch. The king will put her in jail."
The next morning, the chief minister found the young king.
"My king, I can prove your wife is a witch. Last night I followed her. She left the castle and went to the cave. She picked lots of nettles to make those strange coats. A normal girl does not pick nettles in the middle of the night. She is a witch."
"I don't believe you. My wife is wonderful. I love her. She is not a witch."
"Please, let me show you. Watch her at night. You will see."
"All right, I will watch her. Then I will prove that she is not a witch."
For many nights, the young king and the chief minister watched Elise. She worked hard weaving the magic coats. Finally, 10 coats were finished. But she needed more nettles. That night, Elise left the castle and went to the cave. The king and the chief minister followed her. They watched her picking nettles under the moon.
Now do you see? Only a witch picks nettles at night. She will cast spells on the kingdom.
This is terrible, but I must believe you. Oh, how sad I am. My beautiful wife is a witch.
Will you put her in jail?
Yes, I will. I must protect my kingdom. I will tell the guards to arrest her tomorrow morning.
Chapter 5. The next morning, the guards arrested Elise. They took her to a tall tower and locked her in a small room. They threw the nettles and coats at her.
Here are your nettles. They will be your pillow.
Here are your coats. They will be your blankets.
Goodbye, witch. Don't cast your evil spells on us.
Elise was so sad. She loved the young king, but he thought she was a witch. She began to cry. Suddenly, she heard birds flying by the window. She looked outside and saw 11 swans. The swans all had golden crowns on their heads. Her brothers found her. She pointed to the jailhouse. The biggest swan nodded his head. He understood what was happening. Now Elise had new hope. She started to work very hard on the last coat. She worked all day and all night long. She didn't sleep or eat anything. The next morning, the young king arrived with the chief minister.
Good morning, witch. Today you will go to jail. Are you ready?
Please, speak to us. Tell us why you are making these strange coats. If we knew why, you would not go to jail.
But Elise did not say anything. She looked at the king with a sad face.
She will not speak. We must send her to jail.
I'm so sorry, my dear, but I must protect my kingdom.
Elise picked up the 11 magic coats. The last coat was almost finished. She followed the chief minister to a cart.
This cart will take you to jail. Get in.
Elise got into the cart. She quickly started working on the last coat. She hoped to finish the coat quickly. The cart rolled through the town. All the townspeople came out to see Elise go to jail. They arrived at the jailhouse just as Elise finished the last coat. The guards opened the cart door, and Elise stepped out. Suddenly, 11 swans flew down to her. She threw a coat over each swan. The spell was broken, and the swans turned into her brothers.
She is a witch. She turned those swans into young men.
No, I am not a witch. These young men are my brothers.
Elise is right. Our stepmother was a witch. She cast an evil spell on us. The nettle coats broke the spell. Now we are free.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
I could not speak while I worked on the coats. If I said a word to anyone, the magic coats would not work. I'm sorry I worried you.
You were so brave and strong. I love you, Elise.
I love you too. I'm so happy I can speak to you now. Elise, her brothers, and the young king went back to the castle. They sent a messenger to Elise's father. The next day, he came to see his children.
Elise, my sons, I'm so happy to see you again.
Father, I missed you so much. Where is stepmother?
I don't know. Your messenger told me about the evil spell. I sent my guards to arrest her. But when they went to her rooms, she was gone. I hope we never see her again.
That night, the young king held a grand party. Everyone had a wonderful time, and they all lived happily ever after.
This is the end of Side B.